All right, here we are. This is Vicky 3 Academy. We're talking about landowners here. So this is the season 1 big bad that most people are going to have to tackle. Some countries have the benefit of having done that prior to 1836, but those are rare, right? That's why some of those countries are great powers, because they've already reduced the power of the landowners. What are the landowners? The landowners mostly are going to represent the interests of the upper strata in a pre-industrial society. So the upper strata here, you can see that if you're working as an aristocrat, you're going to be there. Some of the middle strata people are going to want to associate upwards, like the engineers and the officers. And maybe there might be a handful of people who just like say, oh, well, the king has always been that way and it's cool. And they will associate that way as well. But by and large, the landowners are going to be getting most of their political power from the aristocrats. How do I know that? Well, I know that because of the way they're going to be gaining political strength and therefore their clout. So clout is going to be coming from this total political strength and all of these modifiers. In a powerful landowner country, you can expect there to be an awful lot of stupid laws on the books, because landowners love stupid laws and the stupid laws love them in turn. But all of those things pile on top of this from wealth modifier. So your aristocracy is just going to have a lot of the money in your country at the beginning of the game if you have a powerful landowner as well. And that money is going to help them have a lot of political strength. If you can introduce voting, then voting is another source of political strength, which is not, it doesn't necessarily lower the amount that they get from wealth, but it does dilute it. So that's important to keep in mind. Whose wealth, though? So as I said, it comes from the aristocrats, clergymen, officers, and farmers who associate with the landowner IG. That's going to be modifiable, and that's one of the things that I like drive home in my Kome videos, is that if you want to get rid of the landowners, do not neglect your Devout, because your Devout is going to be able to pull the same type of pops that your landowners are going to be pulling from. And same with the rural folk, because again, you got to keep in mind, these are all pre-industrial, and so of course they have a lot more overlap than they would with some of the industrial groups. One of the many reasons that I despise the landowners is they have all of these pop types that I want to get rid of anyway, because it's just like inefficient. I strive towards that industrial future where everyone gets an infinite wage and pays tons of money for their grain, because I'm crazy. But in addition to the fact that I just like despise their pop types, they are in support of like absolutely every single bad law. Look at this crap that they like: peasant levies, serfdom, land-based taxation, no social security, legal guardianship, outlawed dissent, slavery. Like this, the only thing that they have for you in here that is like maybe throwing you a bone is that they're willing to put up with landed voting, so you can use landed voting as a way to break the aristocracy, as long as you can make sure that you have enough capitalists, clergymen, and officers running around. So that's important to keep in mind. But like, they're just awful. They don't like anything good. So what they really want is they want to make your country as weak as humanly possible, so that way they can be as strong as humanly possible within it. So just like, get rid of these guys, destroy them with holy fervor, because they're just getting in your way. And the worst part about it is, just look at this crap they give you in exchange if you keep them happy. The best part here is I guess maybe it's influence, if you're trying to just like infamy streak, maybe. The investment pool would be good if aristocrats had any money, but like some of them get really wealthy, but then some of them are just, they live on subsistence farms with peasants. Like, these guys don't have any money. They have absolutely no money. So even the aristocracy that supports the landowners themselves live in like a bizarre class-based system. So you're better off just like getting rid of all these guys. You don't need this crap. You don't need any of that crap. And of course, what that means is that if you can get into publicly traded, that's another way for you to further break down the power of landowners. I think that there's enough information out there in my channel to help you guys keep navigating how to do landowner battles, but this was just sort of like a basic overview. All right, that's Walker. Take care.